I visit Kuti's Bistro today in Lagos and pint-sized powerhouse chef and owner, Yede Kuti. Big smile, big flavors, and big hearts to taste some genuine recipes and to feel the rhythm of her life. I'm very excited to have you and to be here today at Kuti's Bistro.
I'm excited to have you as well.
Mm-hmm. So now reinvention of one's career is of great interest to me. And I know that you are a great example of this because you started out your career as a theatrical dancer before you made that transition to chef.
Yes.
Now, tell me a little bit about that dancing career and how you did that transition and why.
Okay, so I grew up in a house. Well, I'm going to thank my grandma for that because I grew up in a house where it was about food and it was about music. So my grandma had the part of the food because she had the restaurant, and then she had other things that she was doing that had to do with food practically. And then my mom's side, she was into organizing parties, festivals, getting artists to come perform. So from there I got that interest in dancing, and I also had interest in food. But it's just that growing up I didn't know the one to actually really follow, so I was having a bit of everything until I was 18. Then I decided on what I wanted to do, which was dance. But then along the road, after I had my daughter, I realized that traveling a lot would not give me the time to be able to bring her up right and then also be there for her. Since our dad is always away as well, we can't both be away at the same time. So I decided to go back and then focus more on my catering, and that's why I went to the UK to study more about food.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
So now going into culinary school in the UK would have been a little bit different from the culinary school experience that you had here. Obviously, two different countries,
yes,
two different
yes.
styles.
Yes, a lot.
Was
a
it
lot.
difficult?
It was a bit difficult at the first month. As a matter of fact, I almost said I wasn't going to do it anymore because I thought like it was so much. I was there alone with my daughter, and then she was about 2 years old at the time I went to school. And then having her at home, shuttling with school, having all the old assignments and being focused because I knew what I wanted to. My aim was to get a merit, a distinction basically. I came out with a merit, but a distinction. So that was it was a bit hard with having a child and not having a nanny. You know how it is when you're not in Nigeria, you don't get so much help. Yeah, so at this time I thought I couldn't, but I did it anyway because it was really what I wanted to do and I really put my mind into it and I didn't mind. I just went for it, and yeah.
Any regrets?
No regrets at all. No
Fantastic.
regrets at all. No regrets
And
at all.
now, having become a chef, you've made the transition from that, again, reinventing, to be a restaurant owner.
Yes.
And running the restaurant almost single-handedly. But you're doing very well.
Yes.
You're doing very well.
Yeah.
And would you describe your food for me? Would you say that it's fusion, obviously, as you've, as I know, but what particularly do you call your genre of food?
Okay, so I actually always say that I have an afrofusion restaurant. This is what I say to people when they come. So I'm very flexible with my
with your menu.
With my menu.
So somebody could come in here and say,
Yeah.
I have a feel for a piece of fish.
Yes.
What could you do with it? I like pepper.
Yes.
I like this.
Yeah.
I love that.
So ask, you want pepper? Do you like garlic? Everybody has. So you can actually eat your food exactly the way you want it. Not
Right.
because you're going to a restaurant and then you get what they are giving you. You get what you want.
So you can kind of tailor-make
Yes.
what you want to
Yes.
eat. Interesting. Do you feel that there is a common thread that runs along this line, so to speak, of theatre, music and food that you found?
Yeah, I think, a lot actually. Music and food has so much in common. Like I always say, like they have a common denominator. Is that the word?
Yes.
Lack of music kills your spirit. Lack of food kills your body. So
that's an interesting way. That's an interesting way of looking at it. I like it.
Yeah.
And also, food and music always bring people
Always brings people together all the time, different places, different cultures. Food is a very powerful, how would I say? It's very powerful when it comes to bringing people together.
Absolutely.
Because when I was in school, I had so much people. I had the Philippine, I had the Korean, I had the different people from different countries, and we're all together in the same class. We got to teach ourselves different food. Taught Korean food. I taught some African food, some Nigerian food. So we shared, and then that was what actually brought us together. Maybe if it wasn't for food, it could have been for music. So I think. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
This is what they do. The best part of everybody's life, basically. Food and music makes people happy.
Yes, very, very, very much so. Now, you have married into Nigerian musical royalty, really. And that means that obviously a lot of people would come here out of interest for the musical side of your family, as well as the food. Has that influenced the type of guests that you get coming here?
Yes, that a lot. A lot it has. As I even have... when I just opened, because at the time I opened towards October last year, which was closer to Celebration, which is a very, very important time in Nigeria where we celebrate my husband's dad, which is Fela Anikulapo Kuti. So a lot of people come from different countries. This is what we're talking about, music. This is music as bringing everybody from there. So when they come to the shrine for Celebration, they get to come to Kuti's Bistro for an experience, a food experience. So
now you have a daughter.
Yeah.
And she's about 6?
She's going to be 7 in December.
That's fabulous. Has any of your culinary prowess rubbed off on her? Because I've seen her on Instagram doing a little thing.
Yes, she loves cooking.
Right.
She loves to make pancakes. She loves to make burgers, sandwich. She learns a lot of things from me. As a matter of fact, she wants me to do a class with her classmate to come for a lesson to cook. And I said to her that I would think about it.
Oh, that's fabulous.
But, she loves cooking because of this. And she says she wants to be a chef when she grows up. She wants to be a musician when she grows up. She wants to be everything.
And she can be all of those things. It's all under the umbrella of creativity, isn't it? Now you run a business. And that's one of the things that people have to remember when you're a chef, that there's also the business side. And I always ask chefs, what is the most challenging thing about running a business as well as being the head chef?
Is I would say satisfying customers. Whatever you do, you have to put your customers as your priority, because they are the one that can build your business and they are the one that can kill your business. So depending on what you offer to them is what they will go out to let other people know, and then that will depend on how people are going to patronize you with that good way or bad way. So I do everything basically to satisfy my customers. So my customer is always the main priority to opening the business, because
So customer service is one of your biggest business priorities. That's excellent. Now, a question about your own personal palate. As a chef, I want to find out, what is it that gets you going when you're eating?
I think I'm how would I say? How do you say? Is it multi-taste? How do you say? When you have my taste bud is actually open to trying different. I'll give you an example.
You have a wide palate.
Yes, a wide palate. I'll give you an example. I would have a bread with peanut butter and mayonnaise.
Oh my goodness!
Joining that together,
I don't know if I can handle that one.
I don't know, but it comes out really great.
But you know what? That shows me that you're somebody who really likes to experiment. And today, I know that you're going to go into the kitchen with me. I'm going into the kitchen with you today. And we're going to
create magic.
Yes! I'm going to watch you creating magic. Maybe I'll help out a tiny little smidgen, but
that's fine.
That's for the experience. And can you give us an idea of what you'd like to show us today?
Yeah, so today I'm going to be making my favorite starter that I created from plantain. Because when I was growing up, I used to eat a lot of plantain, and this was something that I and my brothers always just do together for the fun of it. But it tasted really amazing. So when I was creating my menu, I think about croquettes, and I know how they do it. You have to mash things together. I thought about having a plantain tin. So it's called a tin ball. Oh. It's made from plantain, meatballs, some Gary crumb.
Oh my goodness, don't tell us too much. But I love the name of it because you've taken the plat out of the tin and you just kept the tin. Beautiful. And I know you want to also do us another signature dish as well.
Called Kalakuta show. That's where the color comes in.
I love that.
So that dish is, it's more about color. It's colorful. So when the food is very fresh, it's made with veggies and it's more color. So when you see it, all you think about is beauty. Okay.
So let's proceed to the kitchen.
Go. See you guys.
Yes, in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, Chef's very colorful ingredients are ready for cooking, and the pan's ready for action. Let's get in there and join her.
Ah, Chef.
Hi, Tania. Welcome to
Thank you.
Cuisine Bistro.
The
We're
kitchen.
happy to have you here.
Thank you, the engine room. And you've got some beautiful things here.
Yeah.
I see you've got a huge cassava fish, lovely tiger prawns, love tiger prawns, and plantain.
Yes.
I'm
and
intrigued.
some bell peppers. We have some gari here and some crumbs.
Lovely. Am I allowed to touch?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so we've got Gary here. I'm very intrigued to know what you're going to be doing with this staple that we all use. Give us a clue.
So I'm going to be using it for the starter, which is going to be a plantain, a tame ball. I'm going to use that the crumb on it.
Wow.
Before I deep fry it.
A plantain ball.
Yes.
I haven't had one of those before.
This is something I used to eat when I was younger. I was
Really?
growing with my cousins when they come to visit, and we have plantain and everything. We just mash it up and then we put some gari and some salt, and it comes out really amazing. So after I tried it when I was creating my recipe, it came out really good. I thought it could go on the menu since we're infusing.
I love that. I really do. And it's nice to take things that are coming from your past
Yeah.
and bringing them into your modern future. So, what are we doing with this fish?
I'm gonna fillet it
Ah,
real quick.
good. Somebody else filleting instead of me this time.
Oh, do you love to fillet?
I do, but it's a work in progress, let me tell you, because filleting, you get better and better at it as you do it.
Yes.
You know? So let's see your skills. Wonderful. What's the secret to filleting? Is it a sharp
A
knife?
sharp knife, yes.
And just look at those chefy skills. Fantastic.
That's fine. Your chef knives are an extension of your hands in the kitchen, so better you than me.
So I'm gonna make a quick fish stock with the fish bone that I filleted. Instead of wasting it, I make good use of it. And then I'm gonna pop in some carrots, some parsley to give it a nice taste, I guess. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna leave this to boil, and then I have to reduce the fire to shimmer, and then I can use it for the sauce. And now I'm gonna wash the prawn, which is the next thing to do.
The cleaned, huge tiger prawn heads are added to the stock. Another clever layer of flavor. What's left are these amazing, impressive tails, big and small.
Right, Chef, you've done quite a bit of prepping now. We've seen that stock on the go. We've got the prawns ready.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be, obviously, I think, removing bones and stuff like
Yes.
that. What are you doing?
I'm going to be removing the bone, just cut off this part of the fish so I can have this part, and then I can cut it in nice little fillets.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see you do that.
So I'm going to start. My recipe are not regular recipes. They're things that
I can see they're quite original, like that nostalgic dish that you're making today. So what's going to happen with our fish? You're going to marinate these, you said, with the prawns?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Are the prawns staying whole, or are they also going to be cut up?
I'm going to cut that into two.
Okay, look at that. Fantastic.
I love the way it looks.
It does look very inviting indeed.
Followed by some paprika. I love paprika.
So do
I
I.
love it. Smoky paprika, for instance, is a really amazing thing to put in food. It's the smoky flavor.
And the colors are beautiful too.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love. And colorful cooking sort of goes with your theatrical genre, doesn't it?
Yes, it
Bringing
does.
color into food.
That's why I call this dish Kalakuta show. It's on the menu and it's called Kalakuta show because it's more like, it's fancy. It's very colorful. And I'm gonna go in.
Just like things are on stage with the lights.
Yes.
So you're gonna leave that to
Yes.
marinate in there for a while?
And I'm gonna leave it.
Fantastic. Done.
The stock is at full boil and will be turned down to simmer. And we're getting ready to start on the very interesting and nostalgic dish, cane balls.
Okay, chef. This is a process, isn't it? Okay, so I see you have a little bit of mincemeat there, and tell us what you're actually going to do with that now.
I'm gonna marinate this with the black pepper.
Right.
I'll just go ahead and do that now.
A little pinch.
Pinch of that. I'm gonna put a pinch of salt.
Bit of salt.
As well. I'm gonna have it. I had this cube from the last time.
Okay, so this is a flavor cube.
Yes.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go in with some paprika.
Some paprika.
I'm gonna cut in some garlic.
A little bit of garlic. Everything's nicer with garlic, isn't it?
I'm gonna put in some garlic in there as well.
So what do you normally do with your garlic? Do you smash or
I
do
smash
you
and then I mince as well.
smash and mince?
Depending on what I'm doing. If I have to do a grill, I'll just smash and throw it in. But if I need the flavor to come out quickly, I'll just do this.
And tell me, what would you say is the favorite base flavor in your fusion food? Is it pepper? What is the song that needs to be, the notes that need to be heard in the song of your cooking?
It's my flavor actually, because I have a kind of mixed spices that I use for everything I do. I just depending on if I'm making seafood or if I make sure that everything I'm using is different, so I don't use the same marinade for
every single thing.
So they have different tastes. I'm using an Asian infusion for a Nigerian dish.
I see. I got to get the hands in there. And the meat has got a lovely fat ratio to it, so it's going to be full of flavor, isn't it?
Next, ripe plantains are peeled and sliced. And some mashed in a ricer, and some left in pieces.
This is actually what we're looking for here. That's great.
A final mash.
When you're making plantain, you can't add too much flavors to it.
Because it has its own.
Yes, because then you end up taking what plantain really means away from plantain. But if you can still work towards leaving a bit of it, I think it comes out great because it's sweet, so you can actually go for savory and you can go for desserts as well.
Lovely.
Depending on what you're trying to achieve.
What you're trying to make.
We were about to shift gears when we had an impromptu visitor.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Oh! No, I just came from the house because we were cooking. Hello. How are you?
Hi,
Baby. What's happening?
I'm making
Already?
Oh, yes.
character show.
So welcome to your wife's kitchen. You've been here before. She is cooking up a storm, a beautiful starter, and then she's doing a rice dish, and she's making extra, she said, just because she knew you might be dropping in.
Yeah, because I told her I was gonna.
You have now dropped in. Fantastic to have you here.
Wow.
So I'm going to ask you a question, on the spot. Can you cook?
Well, yeah. I can fry egg.
Oh my god.
I can boil egg. Indomie.
Baby, I've taught you better than this.
Baby, don't don't leave me. That's all I can say.
That's basic. Anyway, you can survive. You can survive for the day.
Yeah, I mean,
travel.
Sandwiches.
All the necessaries. So you're more of an eatitarian.
Yes, that's why we work together so well.
Actually, yes. I told you, Adara and Shom tasted almost all the dishes I cooked before I put it on the menu.
And he'll tell you the truth too.
Exactly, like
So-
the business family.
So we're hoping that today you're going to stick around and try something with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I don't want to eat this food. That's why I'm here.
Oh, definitely.
This is why we're here.
We can all sit around and we can critique. Lovely to have you.
Yeah, let me before I break it, let me just
You're just
slide.
gonna moonwalk out.
Walk out of the kitchen.
All right.
You're nothing dead.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.
There's some eggs and fried rice happening, which turned into this. Yum, yum. and our tame balls have been mixed with the seasoned mince, shaped into balls, and coated with egg, flour, gari, and breadcrumbs, and then deep fried to perfection. Our fish is fried crispy too, with cornstarch.
And I'm going to follow instructions and taste this.
You're gonna put the sauce and the cheese on top of it before you.
Good. Thanks for letting me know how to eat this properly, chef. And cheers.
Here we go. Cheers.
This is everything, guys. Everything. The heat, the sweet, the salt. You really got this right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna double try this, honey.
Please.
See how I am? I didn't even offer you one.
Butter first. Now onions. And those prawns. How about some peppers? Season it up. And now fish stock.
Hey, Sonia. Food is ready.
Yes. And come
There
and
you
sit
go.
down next to me, dear.
Would you rather come here? Here.
I want you right here.
Okay.
Now this is a masterpiece. And I was there to see it all being done. Everything has been registered in my brain and I'm dying to try it. So shall I have a go?
Yes, please.
Okay. With you.
Okay.
Let's do this simultaneously.
Let's do this.
Okay, so this is Kalakuta
Show.
show.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. And let's go. Any particular way you want me to eat this?
Yeah,
or
I
just
think I would like for you to have a bit of everything.
a bit of everything in one bite.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just sneaky this bite though.
The prawn is perfect.
I had to prepare the fork for that. Amazing.
I'm gonna cut you some. Yes, you can go in now.
I can go in for the kill. Okay.
I'll just go in like that.
So you know
And
I'm
then
going
like
for
this.
a prawn. Mm-hmm. Divine. Okay, my turn.
Not because I made it, but I think.
Of course you made it too. I love the direction you're going in with your flavor bases and everything you're trying to do to be new, different,
Thank
original,
you.
and unique. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, I have. Thank you for having me on Food Journey. It's been amazing.
Thank you for being on Food Journey. We've
Thank
enjoyed
you.
you. And I'm sure everybody out there has enjoyed themselves as well. So, we'll all say together, goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.